So what we're going to do now is decide which features are included and how they're laid out when we put our network together. So all of these different features here are available for me to either add or remove. So for instance, I can drag here this videos to the remove section, and I no longer have the function for people to upload videos in my site. In here I've moved the text box into the sidebar. I can move items up and down in the sidebar or in the main body of the text. So you can completely shuffle things around to arrange them exactly as you'd have them. So for example, if you think the blog's more important than photos, you have the blog at the top. Now, you can also check what these individual items actually mean, or full explanation in the key at the bottom. So for instance, members is a list of your social network's most popular members, so you might decide that that's important to include in the sidebar, for instance. In this case, I think the videos is quite important, so I'm actually going to include videos just underneath my blog here and above the photos. That's going to be something that appears quite prominently when people come to my site. Once I'm done, I click on next. So the next thing that we're going to think about is color in terms of appearance, and there's a lot of automatic themes that are already just laid out for you, and all you have to do is just select from one of those, and that will automatically give you a base from which that you can then alter and customize to your own specific needs. So as you can see, as I've just clicked on this one here, this one called Neon, the preview window automatically updates and I get a look of exactly how that's going to look as the main kind of template for my page. Now, I don't have to stick with the actual what they've just given me. I can dip into each individual factor and change it. So these can be used as a kind of a raw canvas on which you then go in and sort of alter it to your heart's content. I've decided that the network name should be in white rather than that electric blue. I can add a logo in that's for my particular website or something that's going to fit my social network. I can change the background color or even add in a background image, so that's something that's also possible. I can decide whether I want to have the Ning logo featured on my site as well, and I've decided I'm just going to keep it with my own branding and get rid of the Ning stuff altogether, which is fine. Also, I can change the different fonts. So for example, the fonts of the header I'm going to change to Arial rather than Helvetica because I think it's a little bit cleaner, and I could also obviously change the colouring of that if I wanted to as well. That's no problem at all. As you can see, that's now been changed. I can then dip into the body text, so for example which font the body is going to be in, and I can decide if I want the colour and the colour of the links to also be different and what the colours are going to be. So there's lots of different ways to customise the overall look just by dipping into this very simple palette of different options here. The same goes for the page. I can create again background images and colorings, and all of that's very straightforward. That's without going into the advanced features at all.